All right. I have returned, and it's been a minute. So there's Anya, the corgi. She's here to let you know she's still here. I think I have found, completely separate of what we're going to cover today, a good way to use this new arm. And I think it's actually going to work out pretty well. So it worked very well yesterday, 2 days ago for recording Scarish. And I've kind of just adjusted how this hangs. So it's actually just straight out, and it makes it reach where I need it to. And it's actually not taking up any of my screen real estate. So it's actually good. But yeah, day 125. Before I get into my check-in for day 125, it's worth noting that is not today. Today is day 129. Day 125, 26, 27, 28, and 29 are all going to get combined into today's update. I'm basically just going to reset this weigh-in so I can do short form content with it, and I think it's about time for me to actually do that. So that's going to be my project this weekend. I found something that can actually turn content into short form as long as it has vocal cues, so that's what we're going to do. All that to say, Monday night, I was like, okay, it's getting really late. I've had to work. It's been very busy, and honestly, it was the middle of our busy time. So I was like, okay, I'll skip the stream tonight, and I'll stream tomorrow. We went to bed, and then in the middle of the night, the warehouse behind our house caught fire. We have talked about this on our podcast on Scarish. It's our most recent episode, and it is the warehouse fire that if you've heard of a warehouse fire recently, that's the one. And it was right next to us. So we've been dealing with sort of the fallout of that for the last several days. So it's been a bit wild. We had enough time. I think I could have probably streamed on Wednesday night, but we need to record Scarish. So I did that instead. And then last night we were at an Anaheim Ducks game until like 11:30, and I needed to work out when I got home, which I did. Before I get going, I'll say this. I've done my workout. I haven't missed any workouts, so I'm going to do the workout thing really quick, and I'm just going to leave the check marks up on the screen for all these days. But I think the weigh-in piece is just what I'm going to do. So getting into it. All right, so day 125. We're coming off of a cheat day, and I did eat a lot. I was eating consistently. Not huge portions and not terrible food necessarily, although I did have some wings, which are, not the best, but honestly, there's not a lot of meat on the bone with the wings, so it's kind of hard to tell with calories, and I didn't have a ton of them. But I knew I was going to weigh in heavy for day 125, and sure enough, weighing in today came in 3 pounds up, which isn't bad considering the amount of food that I did wind up having for Easter, and I feel very confident that tomorrow I will go down. And if not, the next 2 or 3 days, I'll go down pretty quickly because there's probably a lot of sodium in my system that's still hanging on to a lot of the water. So not a huge deal. However, this does mean that as of day 125, it is the 6th, and we are plus 2.2 for the month. So definitely putting ourselves in the hole there. Overall weight loss so far is 75.5. But we'll see what day 126 looks like. I'm going to pause there, take these off the screen, and reset and do day 126's update now. I'm just going to blaze through these, so super fast, super fly. The math I have to do in my head because my normal calculator is set to today's numbers. So I think I'll be right on this. It's just basic addition and subtraction. Am I right? All right, so here we go. All right, day 126, we're coming off of the day after cheat day, which means that we have had some pretty successful workouts. Yesterday's workouts, we got them both in. Today's workouts, we got those both in, so pretty good. Woke up today fairly confident I was going to go down in weight, and sure enough, getting on the scale, I was down half a pound. So that is the average that I would like to see for every day for the month. So because there is 30 days in April, I'm hoping to see 15 pounds lost by the end of April. Put myself in a hole, obviously having 2 cheat days to start. So one was a cheat meal that actually wound up having me go up higher than my entire cheat day. So shout out to Taco Bell for sitting in your gut forever. And I'm pretty sure it's still in there. But overall right now, the monthly total is still up by 1.7 pounds since the start, but down by 76 pounds since the start of our fitness lifestyle change. So good progress today. And I have a feeling that number is going to turn green here sooner or later in the month, and we'll start continuing to trend down. But typically after a cheat day, I tend to have a pretty dramatic drop once I've gotten back in the routine of things. I think it's because my metabolism has been like boosted because it's trying to like eat through the calories that I've given it, and then once I start going back into the diet and my metabolism's boosted and I'm working out, then it's like, okay, now we're in massive burn mode. So fingers crossed that's what we're going to see here in the next couple of days. All right, day 127. We're getting through these, folks. We're getting through these. My multitude of fans. Weigh-in result number. It's that number. Total number. It's that number. And monthly number. It's that number. All right, day 127 and the recovery from cheat day continues. I got on the scale this morning and I felt pretty confident that we were going to go down more than yesterday. And sure enough, we're down 0.7 pounds, so above the average that we're hoping to see. That does mean for the monthly, we are still in a red number, so we're still 1 pound heavier. So weighing in at 287.3 when we started the month at 286.3. So we're catching up slowly but surely, but it is the 8th, so we've almost burned through a third of the month and don't have much progress to show for it. But overall, since we began trying to keep it in perspective, we're at 76.7 pounds down, trying to avoid a plateau or falling off of the diet. I don't think I'll fall off of the exercise, but got to be very careful about the diet, and I've been very, very strict on myself. So, yeah, today yesterday I should say I was under on calories, which is good. Today's the lifting day, so 1,600 calories is the goal there. I'm feeling pretty confident about it. So both the workouts are complete, and strength is much better than it has been. That's continuing to improve. So all my sets or weights have gone up at this point. So feeling pretty good about it. So we'll see what day 128 has to bring, and maybe that monthly number will be green yet again. Ba-dum-ba-dum. Day 128 incoming. Okay, that's the day. That is updated. Weigh-in result number is that number. This is where the math is going to get my brain. Total number. That sounds right. Pretty sure that's right. And that number. Cool. I think we're good. All right. Day 128. Yesterday was lifting day. Lots of calories came from liquid yesterday. So obviously a protein shake. I realized near the end of the day where I was just like, oh shit, like I calculated incorrectly and I thought I had like 800 calories left to go. So my lunch was a little bit heavy. Nothing crazy. Mostly calorie dense food, like just some chips and I think some wheat thins. So nothing crazy as far as like fats go, so something fairly healthy. And then I was like, oh fuck, like I have 325 calories I need to dedicate to my shake. So my meal was two eggs, just two hard-boiled eggs with some seasoning on them, which was really good. And honestly, like when you cut them in half, it feels like you're having like 4 eggs and you just wind up feeling kind of full. I didn't feel like hungry last night at all. Woke up this morning, had to remind myself like, okay, yesterday I was 287.3. What am I going to be today? And I weighed in at 284.9. So 2.5 pounds, 2.4 pounds to be precise, down from yesterday. That's the big number I've been looking for. And I had a feeling that was going to happen because I feel like I've had some food sitting in my stomach for a minute. I did have a lot of chicken 2 days ago, just for the protein to make sure I didn't feel like I was starving myself a bit too much right after a cheat day. And I just wanted to like kind of come down gradually. And it did work out pretty well. I will say that I did go down the amount I need to, and then like a couple of days later, once it's cleared, I guess is the best way to put it, seeing the 2.4 number, that's like the biggest number I've had in a couple of months. So very pleased with that. So finally we get a green number for monthly total. So we're at 1.4 pounds down for the month. And it only took us till the 9th. Obviously we got back down below the monthly total before the cheat day. So 79.1 pounds lost total since we started. So we're getting closer to that 80 number, which is a pretty big milestone. So overall, though, day 128 been pretty good. Another lifting day, so feeling very good about that. What I will say is tomorrow on day 129, Robin has ordered a package that's like food for the Masters. The Masters tournament started today. And like some of the food you can get at Augusta National is stuff that you can just order and like have shipped to your house. So like chips, cookies, like popcorn that has almonds in it, like Pimiento is how I hear people say it. I've always called it pimento cheese, potato salad or mac salad, one of those two. Egg salad, I think it is actually, and pulled pork. So a lot of food, and I'm like, well, I just came off a cheat day, man. Like, you're killing me. But realistically, I still think I'm doing pretty well, and if I'm careful about it, I don't go crazy. I can just eat that food or some of that food, and I'll be okay. So, but 1.4 pounds down with, 1.4 pounds down for the month is a green number that we've been waiting for a minute. So, pretty happy about that, and we'll see what we weigh in at day 129, hoping to hit that 80 pounds total since we started. And one last time, and this one is real. And I gotta take that one off because I haven't done it yet today. 129. All right, so let's get the numbers. One last time. Not really. We're gonna keep going, keep doing this now that we're back on it. And that makes that easy. I can use my calculator numbers. So here we go. All right, we are back, and today is day 129, also known as April 10th, a Friday, and a big Friday for me because I didn't get a weekend last weekend. I worked, so this is day, I think, 12 of 12. Tomorrow is my rest day, and tomorrow is also the first day I've had off in close to 2 weeks, so I am going to sleep in and weigh in late and eat late. And yeah, so I'm very excited for that. Got up this morning, and last night we went to the Anaheim Ducks game. At the same time, the food from the Masters was delivered in front of our house. And I had a very good plan. I was like, hey, I have meetings all morning, so I'll be able to lift around 2:30, which means I'll finish around 4. Robin's going to come home at 4. We're going to leave around 4:30. To go to the game because they had a giveaway for like jerseys that say Ducks on them, even though they're like a baseball jersey. So I was like, I'll be able to be okay on that. Had an extra meeting every day. I swear I have an extra meeting tossed on for the end of the day. And so I wound up starting 30 minutes late, which means I wound up finishing the workout at like 4:20, and Robin got home at like 4:25. So I was like, well, shit. So I was scrambling to get ready. I had my shake at 4:30 instead of my apple, so 325 calories coming from liquid. And then I had slotted to have a beer at the game and a hot chocolate at the game. Or actually, a hot chocolate on the way home. And that was like the remaining 450 calories I had left. So I was like, all right, whatever. Like, this is fine. I'm not really that hungry. Like, I feel okay. And at no point did I feel hungry last night. So got to the game, waited a little bit, had a beer, finished the beer by around the third period, and then came home, had my hot chocolate, and felt just fine. Felt confident weighing in today, got on the scale, and I was 1.5 pounds down. So another big day. And this is kind of what I was talking about before, where after I have a cheat day, it seems like it fires up my metabolism. And even though it takes a little bit to catch up and get the food in my stomach cleared, once it does clear and I'm back to like a normal diet again, it seems like my metabolism keeps burning a bit faster. So that is 3.9 pounds in 2 days. So that is essentially what I would hope to get out of 8 days of working out, which is half a pound at working out and dieting, which is half a pound a day. So I have rowed this morning. Today is double cardio day. Actually think I did it closer to like 2. Can't believe it's already 6:45. So my second row will come around 10 p.m. and then tomorrow is rest day. But yeah, so total numbers, we're down 2.9 for the month. It's almost 3 pounds at this point. That would be on pace for the 6th. It is the 10th. So we're not terribly behind. And my total weight loss has gone over 80 pounds. I have lost 80.6 pounds since we started on December 1st. So we're almost 5 months in. 5 months in, 80 pounds is pretty awesome. If I would have thought this was possible when I started, I wouldn't have been as, not negative, but like a lot more enthusiastic and a lot less feeling of like this is insurmountable. I basically told myself, like, just start it, get into a groove, and keep going. And that's what I intend to keep doing. Even when your wonderful spouse buys you a bunch of food. Like I mentioned yesterday about the Augusta National like food box. My first 2 meals are fairly normal because Robin was still sleeping. So I had my normal breakfast of like a little bit of protein coming from jerky and some protein coming from string cheese. And the string cheese actually has like 5 grams of protein per. So that's really helpful because the ones that I've been having before that, I think only have 2. So it's like 4 times as much. I don't know. No, 4 to 10. So not necessarily so. 2.5 times as much. So yeah. And then my second meal, I actually had a piece of pizza that Robin had gotten at the game last night. She only had like one slice, and it's like one of those Detroit style square pizzas cut into squares. And I had one slice, and I was like, "There's like 350 calories." Like, internet said 250. I was like, "I'm gonna give it 350. Put me at 600 for the day." And then Robin woke up, and I was like, "Now we can have Augusta National food." So I've been counting everything very closely. I am at 2440, and I've already eaten all my food for the night. So I am going over by about 1,000 calories, which isn't insane. I do expect to go up tomorrow, just from the food in my stomach in general. I don't think it's going to be like monumental, maybe 2 pounds. We'll see. It all comes down to whether or not I get a deuce. If I get a deuce, I think I'll go up by around 2, maybe a little bit less. If I don't, maybe 3 again. But I didn't eat consistently like I did for cheat day. And I didn't necessarily eat bad foods aside from the pizza. It was like, a sandwich, some chips. I had a couple of cookies. And these are all spaced out throughout the day, like not all at the same time. So I think overall it's okay. I do feel a bit sedimentary today, because work was just like back to back meetings. I will say this though, I had something work out for me. I've been working on this project using Claude, which is like a coding tool or like an AI coding tool. And there's a piece to it that I don't understand. I basically bring in Claude when I'm trying to learn what I need to do. But this particular piece was about like breaking down procedures so they could be recognized and analyzed with, did the handling of something match the procedure for it? And I've been struggling with that piece to it, and I got it to work today. And after I got it to work, I was like, can I hook this up so it can automatically just see something using an API key? I always get this wrong, but I think it's like application program interface or something along those lines. It's just so programs can talk to each other. And I've used API keys before to connect different programs. So I'm like, can I connect what I've built to our warehouse of data so it can just access that, and I can just query it and say like, I would like you to look up this ticket number, and I already have it, with the address that is static, where it's like, here's the HTML address for every ticket you have, and if I give you the query and I just give you the 7-digit number, use this, value, and then just input the number I'm giving you at the end, and it should just be that easy to go and fetch it. And I got permission to do that, and I got my API keys. They are working, and I just got access to the database right at the end of the day. But I was testing it, and looks like my analysis is working, so now I can start analyzing like a lot of tickets all at once. And I'm very excited, so I might actually do some work tomorrow just to see if I can get that working, because it's honestly very fun to get something up and running. So a lot of bloviating and a lot of bullshit, but today felt like a very good day. I will say, like, the way I feel right now is full, and I'm not used to feeling like this full, having just tried to eat 5 meals throughout the day. But overall, I feel like tomorrow won't be terrible. But we'll see. Tomorrow's rest day, and even though it's rest day, I might try and like go for a walk or maybe a bike ride or something. And then on Sunday, we have a 5K early in the morning, so my cardio is going to come from that. I may row just a little bit, but I mean, we're going to try and bust ass on the 5K, so I think that's going to be my morning cardio, and then in the evening, I will lift. So we'll be back at it. My meal might come early, depending on how long it takes. I might do my meal at like 8:15, 8:30, because I'll want to eat as soon as I'm done with the 5K. And I'm considering tomorrow just trying to carb load, but it's kind of hard to do that when you're still on a calorie restriction. That way I have the energy for the 5K in abundance. But we'll see. I'm not trying to measure my health based off of just like what number I see on the scale every day. It's just what I tend to track. I do fit clothes at 283.4, which is what I'm at now, that I wasn't fitting at 270 before. And it's because the nature of what I'm doing to work out is a lot more lifting. So it's changing my body shape more than just basic cardio, like low intensity, steady state cardio. So we'll see what everything winds up looking like, but I'm not freaking out too much about anything. I'm in a good space when it comes to my routine for working out, and the diet is kind of my default way to eat now. So even though sometimes I'm going to venture outside of that, as long as I just get right back into it, I do feel confident that I'll be okay and it'll keep going. So that's the update for day 129. Gonna move this over here, and we're gonna take a look a little bit more than we have in the last 4 days, because obviously I was catching up on all those days. But yeah, nice dip that we were hoping to see at the end of this month. I'm not sure the last time I updated overall progress. It looks like it was the 4th, so we need the 5th on. So we're going to put all this in there and see what overall trend looks like. And it should still be pretty strong. It does look like this needs to be updated. I see a 284.9. Either way, the trend is still quite strong, having started all the way back on December 1st. So pretty happy with that. I hear Robin shuffling in the background, and here she comes. The Robin Grace, everyone. All right, let's check Averon and see what that looks like. I haven't logged in on this computer in a minute, but I have been doing all my rowing. I haven't missed any exercises. I think I just got a streak today for 15 straight days. Yeah, 15 straight days and 150 total workouts. I'm on a 14-week streak. I burned 10,000 calories. I've been on it for a minimum of 40 hours. I'm pretty close to being champion level, and I think that's 100 hours? I don't know. I'll have to look at it. So that was my workout history. But yeah, you can see that I have certain days where one of my workouts goes, that's the morning workout before I lift. And then my other workout winds up being on the next day. So my late workout last night wound up being on this along with my workout earlier today, and I will have another workout on it by the end of the day. So I have 12 days straight there. Is that 12? 7 plus 5 is 12. This is that same week. And then 3 more. So 15. That makes sense. So things are looking good. The one thing I haven't done consistently, mainly because of the chaos, is Wordle. So I'll do Wordle today and reestablish my streak, and then we'll go back and see if we missed Clout Day at any point and do those two. I thought I was about to get Clout Day. Wow, so we have a lot. What about... Nah, it can't be Carol. The L's already gone. Oh, what is something that could be the third spot that's not the R? Because if it's this, there's things that it could be, but Carol's the one that's stuck in my head. So I want to see what like something like that looks like. I don't know. Not a word. Not a word. Not a word. Not a word. I'm just tossing stuff up until like I read it and it triggers a vocal stim in my brain of like, oh, the word should sound like this. Let's try it. No, 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 no. No, no, no. Oh, no. Oh, no. I want this one in 3. It's very much corral. Is the O the last? No, excuse me. Is the O 4th? It feels like it has to be, right? What about something like... I don't think that'll be it. Because that all these seem Spanish. I'm going to do Carol just to see where everything sits.
Wait a second. Don't do it.
Too late. What else? Carob. Carob with a B?
Yeah, like the chips that dogs can eat. No.
I've never heard of carob, but it was also wrong. Carrot, carif, carob. None of these look like a word I know. Carox, caroc, caro.
Caron? Fuck. Oh,
Well, this is bad. Suddenly, this... I mean, I don't have a streak to lose, but this would just be shameful. What the fuck could this thing be? Why do I not know this word? It's plaguing my brain.
Karoo. No way, that's not a fucking word.
If it would have been a word, it would have been wrong. I'd have been like, oh, I hate you.
I hate you.
At this point, I'm just tossing out letters because I don't know. Corral. Nope. No. Yeah, sure. Let's try that. Carom.
What is it?
I've heard the word carom before, but I've never seen it spelled like that. A stroke in which the cue ball strikes two balls successively. Oh, like when you carom it. Okay. Hat. Very hat. All right, before we move on, let's check the Wordle archive, see which ones we've missed. I never finished Tuesday, it looks like. I really thought I finished this. I lost my...
Glitch.
Oh, cool. I didn't even notice Glitch was here. Thank you for showing that. Yo, dog, glad to see you and Robin and the house are safe and sound. Thank you. Also, apparently someone had jumped in here and posted something that was most likely an ad, and Glitch nailed that, so thank you for always being there. Came in right in time to ban someone. It's always the best feeling. All right, let's figure this one out. So it's not geese, which is kind of shocking, but we got a double E. Nah. Semsi. No. My brain just does not want to process words today, so I'm just tossing stuff up to see if I can trigger. It's dense. I don't know why I put pens first. Alright, so we got that one, and now we get to do the other days that we missed and see if clout was one of them. Take me back. You can go back, but it doesn't reinstate your streak.
Oh.
Play the Wordle archive. Alright, was Wednesday clout day and we missed it? It was not. It's actually encouraging that it wasn't. Alright, we have 4 or 5 letters, but only one in the right spot. Something like that. I'm thinking the word rivet, but... because I don't think the I is going to come before the T, but I might be wrong about that. Or it could be something like... No. No. Again, tossing stuff up to see if it triggers anything. No. I can't come off that rivet word. Oh, it's fillet, right? It is not, but I'm close. And also, it's inlet. Alright, so we got that one in 4. So we wouldn't have missed had I just done it. It is unfortunate that this week was chaos. Was yesterday clout day? It was not. Alright, so clout is still a viable word. And we're not too far off. Gavel. We found where the E goes, though. So. Laned. Laden. That was close. Laned was kind of a joke. One who lanes. That's actually a laner. But, okay, cool. So, we, at the very least, if we ever check the list, we haven't missed, but we didn't have the streak. So, that is unfortunate. But, yeah, 30-minute update to clear 5 days worth of updates, but now we're back on track, at least with the streaming. The diet has been not derailed, but delayed for today, although we were back in the swing of things for the last few days, and it was feeling really good. So I will be back tomorrow to see what the weigh-in looks like after today's like pseudo cheat day, even though I tracked all the calories and was still pretty careful. I do expect to go up primarily because of the sodium in my system, but we shall see. So, all right, that's going to be it. Thank you very much for joining us, Glitch, and for taking care of the rabble-rousing that is happening in the channel. Yeah, that's it. And goodbye.